Hi, this is the Button Guy. Today we'll learn how to maintain a button machine. A well-made button machine will last a long time. Even this old, well-used model will continue to make buttons. However, to ensure that your button machine continues to work, you should perform routine maintenance. To maintain a button machine, you will need a 7/16 inch socket wrench, a 3/16 inch hex driver, lithium grease, silicone stick lubricant, and 3-in-1 oil. You may also want to keep some paper towels handy. And never ever use WD-40 or other penetrating oils on your button machine. These products contain solvents which will remove lubricants. Tightening the dye table. After a lot of use, the dye table will loosen. Flip the machine over and use the socket wrench to tighten the brass-colored bolts. Don't over-tighten as you can damage the bolts. Just make them snug. Tightening the crown. The crown is the metal bridge that the handle and the upper die are attached to. This can become loose over time. Do not adjust the silver-colored bolts. These are the ram spring and the ram guide bolts. They affect the working of the upper die and rarely, if ever, need adjusting. To tighten the crown, use the hex driver to tighten the screws on the top of each column. Lubricating the dye table. Adding lithium grease to the base of the dye table will make button production smoother. Use your finger to apply 2 small dollops of grease to the dye table. Then rotate the table back and forth to spread out the grease. Wipe away any excess. Lubricating the crimp dye. Perhaps the most important thing you can do to improve your machine's performance is to lubricate the crimp dye. It is the crimp dye that folds the shell, paper, and mylar around the back, locking the button together. If the mylar on your finished buttons is wavy or loose, then the crimp dye needs to be lubricated. Dab a small amount of silicone lubricant onto your finger and work it into the beveled surface inside the crimp dye. This fills in any surface imperfections in the metal. The smoother the beveled surface, the smoother the operation of the machine. The crimp dye should be lubricated on a regular basis. For button makers 2 1/4 inches and smaller, lubricate every 1,000 buttons. For larger button machines and machines that produce rectangular buttons, lubricate once every 500 buttons. A small amount of oil. And lastly, you may want to apply a small amount of 3-in-1 oil to the cam pin and cam roller. Add no more than a droplet of oil at each point. Now your button machine is ready to make that next batch of buttons. Want to learn more? Then check out my other videos or visit thebuttonguy.net. For button parts, machines, and other supplies, contact buttongiant.com or peoplepowerpress.org.